So we will be discussing fatty acid, which are of two types, saturated and unsaturated. Saturated and unsaturated. This is a little chemistry concept, but you just learn or just go with the understanding of this related to bio only. Saturated, this means they have the single bond, and they must have been double bond. It could be more triple or any other bond, but they must have single bond. Second is double bond. Then you will see that these are solid at room temperature. These are liquid. Okay. Then if these are solid, this means they would be a high melting point to change their state. Higher melting point. And this would be having low melting point because liquid don't need any melting point, but sometimes you will see a form which we need to convert. But solid, this means the more intermolecular forces between them, so this means they would be high molecular forces between them. And the example you will see, because you will see in lipids you will see many and many examples. So in saturated you will see that is palmitic acid, butyric acid, palmitic acid, which is 16 carbon. This is very important MCQs. The carbon and butyric acid, which is 4 carbon. This is the MCQs, by the way, from past paper. 4 carbon. Then in this unsaturated you see vegetable oils or many other unsaturated fatty acid. There could be oleic acid. And you can also see other linoleic, and you'll see many vegetable limerite. So this means fat are of two types. Let me move screen. So in this you will see if you're eating any chips or anything that have fat, and everything have a fat. If you eat any chips, we are taking example of Lay's, so you will see there are two types of, and if you will move the wrapper of that backward, you will see two types of fat. That is spuma, that is pupa, not spuma but pupa, and you will see another which is mufa. Okay, so there is not very much difference, and that's not important, but you need to know that the fat are of two types, like which would be written as a biograph in the many of the chips, and you will see a lot of types as well. So you will study types of this one. So we are going to start type first, which is steroids. Steroids. So what are these? These are the different from triglyceride and the fatty acid which we discussed. And triglyceride and the other different or biomolecule, because they don't have fatty acid, no fatty acid. No fatty acid and no cholesterol.